last night through the off day, actually me and I went back home, so I met up with Wellesley and some of the guys that I played with last year, and we were just kind of reminiscing, going over like old at-bats we had when we kind of hit like back-to-back homers, stuff like that, and we pulled it up on the on our iPads and we were just watching them, and I think both of us kind of noticed some things that.
What did you see?
Kind of little stuff with my stance and how I kind of set up the hit, but it was so small, but we both kind of noticed it and started talking about it, and I think we both took a lot away from it.
And the fact that it's small, did it have an effect today? Did you feel better to play with that?
Yeah, definitely.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Anzo. In today's video, we are going to talk about the amazing win that the Yankees had against the Mets, and what a game. Back and forth, Max Scherzer versus Luis Severino, and I would say both pitchers did not have it this game at all. They were struggling from the get-go, and not only that, but Anthony Volpe as well changed his batting stance, and it looks like it's working. Even though, yes, there was some speculation that the Yankees might bring down Anthony Volpe, it was all blown away. All of the rumors were covered because even Steinbrenner and mostly everyone else was just saying like, no, he's not going anywhere. We're not going to bring him down. He is going to stay up here, and he's going to figure it out here. And it was interesting because Anthony Volpe did end up changing his stance, and he credits it to Austin Wells, which is another prospect in the Yankees system. He actually ate chicken parm with him, and they had dinner in New Jersey, and basically they started reviewing old film of Anthony Volpe hitting some home runs back in the day, and they noticed the same thing.
It looks like you're a little more closed now. Does that allow? How does that help you being a little more closed?
It's just kind of what I've always done, and kind of realizing that one way or the other you kind of get away from it. It's obviously frustrating, but it's nice to know that what I was doing and when I wasn't getting results wasn't natural, wasn't what I always do. So kind of just getting back to where I've been and where I feel comfortable. Whatever happens from there, I'll take it.
And now Anthony Volpe has a new stance. Nothing too crazy. Mainly he's a little bit more closed in. And his bat, instead of being like holding it up here, he has it semi-parallel. So I guess it just works for him in the past.
Was there a reason you got away from it?
I mean, it's just baseball. Over a long season, I feel like even last year at the beginning of the year, you fall into some bad habits, and definitely lucky to have the support staff I have here to kind of help me work through those things.
So it wasn't intentional?
No.
The pitches that you hit tonight were not away, but just closing off a little help you reach that sort of pitches a little bit out of the zone.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I didn't really see any away, but I've never really had trouble.
It's mostly about just making tweaks so he can go back to his old mechanics, to the way things usually worked for him. And it's good to see because he did get 2 hits. On top of that, off of Max Scherzer and getting a double. It was amazing and electric to see that stadium. At some points, you thought they were playing at Yankee Stadium because of how loud Yankee fans were.
And the 0-2. Grounded inside third and fair and down the left field line. IKF scores. Higashioka is going to be held at third. Oh, did he need that double and an RBI for Volpe? It's 5-4 Mets.
And it was great to see us smack around Max Scherzer. Yes, the Mets could smack around Luis Severino because at the end of the day, Luis Severino has to figure it out. But Max Scherzer, there's no excuse for Max Scherzer. We won. And what a game it was. And definitely Volpe coming through solidified why he's valuable to this team, especially if he can keep it up. He did bring up his batting average. Now he's hitting closer to 200. Not the best, obviously, but it's an improvement, and hopefully he can stay consistent with it because that's all we're asking for. We're not asking for crazy numbers in your rookie year. We're not asking you to be Julio Rodriguez of the Seattle Mariners. None of that, at least right now. Just be consistent, and he's doing it, and he's making the work to get there, and I'm excited about that, at least that. But what I was more excited about was actually seeing Clay Holmes come on in relief of Wandy Peralta and close it down. Bases loaded, 1 out. You got Lindor there. Lindor, who has been struggling, but at least he's been some offense for the Mets, but not definitely worth that $300+ million contract that he signed with the Mets. For sure, no. He was batting against it, and it was a battle. You give some credit to Lindor, but Clay Holmes coming in there, striking the guy out was epic. So epic. I yelled. I screamed. I was like, let's go. And at the end of the day, Lindor sucks. Yeah, I said it. He sucks. But Clay Holmes right there, he had some calls there that the ump was just not calling, but it was like in the strike zone, a nice sinker, and it was kind of frustrating to see. And luckily, it did not affect the Yankees or that inning, because then after he struck out Lindor with a sinker right down in the lower strike zone, amazing pitch, clutch. You could see Lindor's face just like looking at Clay Holmes to see if he's going to react or pump or I don't know, whatever Lindor's ego is about. But anyways, once he left, he said something to Marte. He's like, oh, blah, 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 whatever. Marte came up. Obviously, that advice did not help Marte, because even Marte ended up striking out.
But what's it like when you come in bases loaded there in a huge situation late in a game like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. I mean, these are the type of moments that you want to pitch in, that you dream about pitching in. Obviously, this is always a great atmosphere. Yankees, Mets, to play here and to be able to just come in a big moment and help the team win. It's fun. As a competitor, that's the kind of situation you want to be in, and I'm glad I could help us win.
And what an epic moment to get out of that inning, and it really goes to show you the Mets are struggling, especially with their offense. And yeah, you can beat up on Luis Severino. He's just trying to figure his stuff out. But Max Scherzer, he's a sure Hall of Famer, and he's not figuring it out. He has like a 4-something ERA basically by now. That's a problem for the Mets. But anyways, at the end of the day, the Yankees won, and what an epic win. You got to see Michael King at the end close it off, and it was an epic, epic win overall. But let me know your comments down below. How did you feel about the game? It was great. Obviously, we have one more game with them today, and what a matchup. Garrett Cole, Justin Verlander. That is a must-see game. Let me know in the comments down below who's going to win tonight's game. Let me know if you think Volpe will now be better improved. Do you think the Yankees are making the right decision keeping him up here? And let me know what you think about that epic 2 strikeouts from Clay Holmes. That was pretty awesome. And also, the Yankees did leave in Luis Severino. One more batter, well, at least Aaron Boone did, and didn't take him out. How did you feel about that? That was kind of weird. I mean, yes, the manager has some trust in Luis Severino, but you could tell Luis Severino was just kind of out of it. He was just barely making it. Of course, a pitcher isn't going to say, yeah, man, take me out. I'm done. No, they're all competitors. They're going to want to stay in there. But let me know what you think about Aaron Boone's decision to leave him in there, because that could have cost us the game, just that alone, that decision to leave him. But anyways, Wandy Peralta wasn't doing any better either. So you got to think about that too. But anyways, thank you for watching. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you enjoyed. And I'll see you guys next time.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go.